Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. The camera is balancing precariously in a tree because I can't find any other way of doing this without them knocking the camera over or knocking the camera over. Right, why did I start Blind Cat Life? There was a story to tell. Rights to wrong, I think. You know, 5.5 years ago when the first two kittens came home, there wasn't a lot of information on the internet, and as I had cats my whole life. I'd never had a blind cat. I don't think I'd ever even seen one. So I went online to look, to research, and it was so negative. Don't pick your blind cats up and put them down somewhere because they won't know where they are. Don't move the furniture because they will have collisions and they can get hurt. Don't let your blind cats out in the garden. Don't let your blind cats integrate with other cats. I was looking at all this information and I came away depressed because I thought, I've taken these two kittens in, and what life can I give them? What life can they have? What can they look forward to? There was nothing positive to look forward to. The first change that I saw, it came on the first day. I brought them home. I mean, the one piece of advice that I did listen to, and I still use it now, was talk to your blind cats. Sound is so important to them, your voice. So I talk to them, any new kitten that comes to the house, even the cats, I talk to them every day. So that was solid. So the kittens have arrived. I bought them beds, I bought them blankets. I never used them. I had a litter tray in my bedroom. Another piece of advice was, you're going to have to help your blind cats in and out because they won't know how to reach it. Rubbish. It was absolute rubbish. I mean, I can't speak for all blind kittens and cats, but the two I had were highly intelligent, and I'll get to it. So, they had their beds, they had their water bowls, food I brought into them. I mean, the other cats knew that something was going on because they could hear noises from my bedroom, plus it was all shut off. They wanted to come in, that wasn't happening. The kittens were in 2-week quarantine. So, I'm talking, but they're looking at me like they just don't know. Plus they'd come from a Turkish speaking environment and I was now speaking English, so it was all new. So I just let them stay in the bedroom for a little bit to get used to their surroundings, the smells, obstacles, bed, etc. When I walked back in there a short time later, the pair of them were having fun and games on the bed. Oh, I wasn't expecting that. And you're hit with, when I first brought them home, you're overcome with the what if syndrome. What if this happens? What if that happens? What if they fall off? Now I was faced with, what if they fall off the bed? I better help them. But one of them just went to the end of the bed, put his claws in, swung himself round and climbed down the bed. It was like 1, 2, 1, 2, until his back paws hit the ground. Brilliant. He was off, straight in his litter tray. He used it, got back out, over to the bed, back up. That was that. That night, when I went to bed, I put them in their beds, tucked them in their new blankets. I woke up the next morning, the pair of them were fast asleep under my duvet, and one of them had his head on my pillow. That would be William, who still does that to this day. He hates being cold, so he gets into bed with me during the winter. Although more often than not there, he goes right under the duvet. Quarantine was over. I finished their quarantine of the morning, so I'd cooked breakfast for the other cats, and I just opened the bedroom doors. I didn't help them in any way. They went straight to the kitchen on their own. They followed their noses. Kitchen full of cats. A few of them looked up, a couple of the older ones hissed. End of, that was it. I put their bowls down, they had their breakfast. Then it was time to explore the house. My house is on one level and no stairs, but no doors were closed, no rooms were shut off. They had the run of the house, and because I didn't want to be in the position whereby they got shut into a room, didn't know where they were, panicked. So, but as they got more confident in the lounge, and so they got faster. And there were a couple of times when I saw going straight for a wall and I go, oh no. As they got to the wall, they stopped. It was uncanny. And the same with the furniture. I'm expecting collisions and get to the furniture, either stop, go left or go right. Within a couple of days, they were getting to the furniture, stopping and going up. One of them sunk their claws in. Oh, this is soft. Oh, we can climb up this. And they used to climb up. The cushions were soft. They used to climb up to the top, sit on the back of the chair, or the pair of them of an evening would curl up together and go to sleep. Plus, during the winter, the furniture is always around the log burner. It's popular with all of the cats. I mean, I'm lucky if I can actually get somewhere to sit of an evening. So that was that. And you know, one by one, the myths, the don't do's, were just being blown out of the water. And then one morning, I was working outside and I'd left the kitchen door open and I saw two heads appear. And they slowly made their way out of the kitchen onto the terrace, then towards the garden. And I just thought at the time, I'm going to sit back and watch and see what happens, because after all that I've been told not to do, that is slowly being, I'm slowly finding out that they can do. I'm just going to see what happens. So they made their way past the lemon tree into the garden. And just inside the garden, there's a rock. You've seen it before. Harry goes up there. And to one at the back of the rock, it tapers down to ground level. Now, during the winter, it's surrounded by irises. Anyway, they made their way to the rock, sniff, sniff, sniff all the time, round the back of the rock, up on top, and a pair of them were playing. It was winter, but the sun was out. It was a gorgeous day. And they were sniffing each other and playing. I can swear they had smiles on their faces. And they were still only kittens. And when they got tired, they found a spot, half in the sun, half out, and flattened some plants, and they went to sleep. What I saw that day on that rock changed my life forever. My life and my outlook on cats. And I knew then that a lot of what the information that was out there was misleading. So I started to document names, what names to call them. One of them was Ginger. He was a live wire. He was adventurous. He was whatever he could get into, he would try. The other one was Tabby. He was a little bit more serious, grounded, reserved. So I thought, they're both brothers. The princes were in the paper a lot of the time. I'll call them after the princes, William and Harry. The names were perfect, fitted like a glove. And so they were, William and Harry. Sadly, a year or so later, I lost Harry. He didn't come in for breakfast one morning, which was unusual. He had a great appetite and time was going on. I was calling him, I was in the garden. You just get a feeling. I didn't know how he could get up there, but I went up to the road and there he was. He'd got on the road and a car had hit him. And I cried that morning because, you know, to lose a cat is painful. To lose a disabled animal is horrible because you've let them down. You take these animals on, these disabled animals, blind, deaf, whatever, and you are there to protect them. You are there to keep them safe. and I'd let him down badly, totally. William was all right for a few hours, but by the end of the day he knew there was something wrong. Harry wasn't there. You know, whatever they were doing, at the end of the day the pair of them would cuddle up and go to sleep. The next day he was frantic, and it was awful. The next 6 to 8 weeks he was inconsolable. Sniff, sniff, sniff all day long, looking. It got so bad in the end that I couldn't let him out, because even though I'd scrubbed wherever I thought Harry had gotten out, plus the blood up on the road, William was still finding his way up onto the road where Harry got hit. Things don't stay the same forever, and I got a call from some friends who knew of a blind kitten. Could I help? So I thought, well, yeah, why not? And Furby came home. Now, Furby had different markings, and I will get the video, I'll let you know the name of the video where she's in. Beautiful cat, fantastic personality. All the other cats loved her, and William took a shine to her. And he started to live again. He came out of his shell. He was sleeping next to her, and he was William again. Then came Podge and Sooty, and by the late summer in 2022 I had over 10 blind cats. Unfortunately, I took in 2 sisters that were both blind. They were tiny and they were too young to be tested, but the pair of them both had the FIP virus, and within weeks they were dead. Within a few months, most of my cats were dead. I had all this great video of my blind cats, and together with my other cats. And as I say, I knew there was a story to tell. There were rights to wrong. There was information to get out to people. I used to hear all the time, blind cats are special needs. They are not special needs, everyone. They are special cats. They are intelligent cats. As I've said to you many times, it's down to us as people, rescuers, owners. They have to have the confidence in them and their abilities, because their abilities are amazing. They can adapt, they can overcome. They don't use their blindness. If they are born blind, that's all they know. They adapt. Their senses, their instincts, they're all there. They're still cats. They know how to use them. Give them the chance. They can live a life as a regular cat. It doesn't have to be out here in the wilds of mountains and what have you. Even if you just pick them up and take them outside. Harnesses, I never had a lot of success with. William wasn't impressed. But if you want to, try. Don't be afraid of them. They are so loving. They have got so much love to give. They bring joy. They have brought so much joy to my life that, I've had a lot of sadness in the past years, and they've brought me really to where I am now. Confident again. Talking to you on video like this. 2 years ago, 3 years ago, I never would have done it. So they have so much to give. Give them a chance. Don't be afraid. Embrace them. Love them. Enjoy them. Where do we go from here? We keep going on. I keep sharing what I see. I share with you, and hopefully we can learn more as we go along. Works all the way around. Thank you everyone for listening. Hope I haven't bored you all to tears. And I'm going to go now. Going to go and find the rest of my family, because still no Dipper this morning. No Dipper, no Fergus, no Grey Cat. Just me, Harry, Jasper, Woody and Boffers. See you all soon, everyone.